The journey of change and pursuing the life we truly desire is filled with challenges. One of the greatest hurdles we face is breaking free from the choices we made in the past and instead focusing on a future vision. This shift into the unknown is where true transformation occurs. It is within this realm of unpredictability, uncertainty, and unfamiliarity that the magic of creation resides. By embracing and becoming comfortable in this unknown space, we unlock the ability to manifest our deepest desires. Personally, my goal is to execute and be guided by a vision of the future, rather than being limited by memories of the past. Often, our brains are wired to reflect everything we have experienced in life. They serve as records of our past. However, if we find ourselves experiencing the same feelings day after day, it means that nothing new is happening, and these emotions keep us anchored to the past. Our thoughts shape the language of our brain, while our feelings become the language of our body. How we think and feel ultimately defines our state of being. Unfortunately, many individuals are biologically, neurologically, chemically, genetically, and even quantum-wise tied to their past. This brings us to a fundamental question. Can we believe in a future that hasn't yet materialized in our physical reality? Can we think about it so vividly and frequently that our brain starts to change, making it appear as if the experience has already occurred? The latest findings in neuroscience and neuroplasticity suggest that our brains can indeed be rewired to resemble an event that is yet to happen. Furthermore, can we emotionally embrace a future reality that exists as a potential in the quantum field? Can we immerse ourselves so deeply in this envisioned future that we fall in love with it? When our body, specifically our unconscious mind, begins to believe that it is already living in that future reality, we activate new genes and initiate changes within our body to prepare for the impending event. True empowerment lies in not waiting for success to feel empowered, wealth to feel abundant, a new relationship to feel love, or a mystical moment to feel awe. If we aspire to manifest our dreams, it boils down to two essential components: a clear intention and attention to detail. Intention encompasses a vision, a possibility. It begins with asking ourselves, what would it feel like to be healthy, wealthy, or have a new home? What kind of job would bring me fulfillment? Once we have these ideas in mind, we write down the specifics, articulating our dreams with precision. The more detailed our intentions, the more our brain adapts and works in new ways. Anytime we challenge our brain to operate differently, we are essentially changing our mindset. As inspiration strikes and we start to emotionally connect with the future we envision, our body undergoes a chemical and emotional transformation. We get a taste of what lies ahead. The initial step, therefore, is to consciously become aware of our unconscious thoughts. We must observe our automatic habits and behaviors and become mindful of the emotions that anchor us to the past. By cultivating a heightened awareness of these unconscious states of mind and body, we can prevent them from slipping past our conscious awareness. Familiarity with our old self allows us to consciously choose not to revert to those patterns. Next, we must contemplate new ways of being and define ourselves through our vision. This involves planning our behaviors and mentally rehearsing them. Consistent repetition of this process helps our nerve cells fire together and wire together. Gradually, we become accustomed to a new state of mind. Simultaneously, if we actively nurture emotions such as inspiration, joy, and enthusiasm associated with our envisioned future, these states start to feel more familiar and accessible to us. Embracing change and manifesting our dreams requires us to step into the unknown, leaving behind the choices of the past. By consciously shaping our thoughts and emotions, we can rewire our brain to reflect a future that has not yet unfolded. Through this journey of self-transformation, we discover the immense power we possess to create the life we desire. Change is a process that involves unlearning and relearning. It requires breaking free from old habits and reinventing oneself. In neuroscience, this process can be compared to pruning synaptic connections and cultivating new ones. It doesn't matter how young or old you are, what shape you're in, or whether you've ever meditated before. The exciting part is when you start believing in yourself. Belief in oneself opens up possibilities, and in turn, believing in possibilities strengthens self-belief. People from all walks of life are awakening to this truth. It doesn't matter your skin color, wealth, health, age, or physical fitness. This realization follows a formula that doesn't demand decades of meditation dedication to understand. It's about grasping the formula, which will gradually make things easier and more enjoyable. I once hit rock bottom. I vividly remember sitting on the edge of my bed, clutching bottles of pills, desperate for sleep. It was in that moment that I made a firm decision to recover, despite facing numerous rejections. That defining moment stays with you forever. Being present requires attentiveness, just like any skill. The more you practice it, the better you become. You can tell when someone is truly present in your life because they pay attention to you. Conversely, when someone is absent-minded, their lack of attention becomes evident. Your attention directs your energy. By focusing on the present moment, you conserve a significant amount of energy to channel into creative endeavors. If, while I'm talking to you, your mind wanders off to thoughts about lunch plans, companions, or logistics, you've already left the present. Consequently, your energy levels drop, hindering comprehension. Similarly, dwelling on past mistakes during a conversation disrupts your connection to the present, draining energy. Many individuals unknowingly expend their energy fixating on a familiar past or a predictable future simply because that's where their attention resides. The more emotionally charged a problem or situation is, the more attention we inadvertently give it. We surrender our power to ex-partners or major problems, thereby depleting creative energy that could be used to shape a new future. However, once we become aware of this energy drain into the past and consciously bring our focus back to the present moment, it becomes a victory. These small victories accumulate over time. In that moment, we signal to the body that we are in control, not the mind. This realization empowers us. During meditation, when the body urges us to move or fidget, we assert our authority by settling it back into the present moment. We are training the body, demonstrating that our willpower surpasses automated programming. As we persist with this practice, the body eventually yields to the new mindset. When this occurs, a surge of energy is liberated. The body sheds its old conditioning, including entrenched habits and emotional patterns. It transitions from a particle to a wave, from matter to energy. Consequently, anger and vigilance diminish. The body adapts to the new mind, which is synonymous with the present moment. In this state, something truly extraordinary happens. You transcend self-obsession. You become pure awareness, immersed in the unknown. This state of being is the perfect breeding ground for creativity. Interestingly, when people master this process, they experience profound healing. Anxiety dissipates as they no longer obsess about an uncertain future. Depression lifts because they let go of hopelessness and powerlessness associated with the past. The body's conditioning undergoes a transformation. This realm we inhabit is boundless, offering infinite space. Space is eternal, and as we navigate through it, we perceive the passage of time. Moving from one point of awareness to another, from here to the door, time manifests.